Om Shanti. Are you all very happy? 12th October 2017 Murli Revision. And today's Murli Baba says, sweet children, you have to remove your intellects from this old world and connect it with one Baba and the new world. And you need to become an unlimited priest or an unlimited renunciate. So unlimited renunciate means you need to be completely pure and you need to be a perfect yogi. As long as you have this conscious of mine, my husband, my children, you will be struggling with the cyclone of Maya. When you reach the stage that you have no one except one Shiv Baba, the cyclone of Maya will calm down. Baba says, I'm also a soul just like you, but I'm the ocean of knowledge. So I give you this knowledge to make you into deities. I'm called the Supreme Soul not because I look big. No, I don't look big. I'm also a point of light just like you souls. This world belongs to the devils. Look at their food habits. They eat meat, they drink alcohol. Even after consuming these devilish foods, they don't realize that they are in fact the devils. Just as students of a school are number-wise in their intellect, even among Brahmakumaris, there are those who are infantry and cavalry. If you can't teach this knowledge to anybody, then you are doing disservice. Depending on how much knowledge you have accumulated, you will be efficient in teaching others. You have to stay intoxicated throughout the day that we are becoming deities. Baba comes in the impure world, in the impure body to make us into Narayan. If we say to people that they are impure, they get angry on us. When God says something, we have to accept it. We should not argue with Him. Only the incorporeal one can be called God, and the subtle angels like Brahma, Vishnu, Shankar, or the corporeal deity like Sri Krishna can never be called God. Baba says, though there are many varieties of Hatha yogis, nobody is doing yoga with me. That is, nobody remembers me. They simply remember the abode of me, the Parandam. Just as the Indians think of their residing place to be their religion, that is the Hindustan, to be their religion, they consider the abode of God to be God, that is the Parandam to be God. And Parandam cannot give you inheritance. Baba through Rajayogi teaches us the types of actions, that is He makes us to perform actions to make us eligible to become Narayan. Here we do not perform any religious rites, or we do not perform any sacrificial fire. I'm also a soul like you, but I don't take a rebirth like you, and I don't die like you. Uh, Baba comes here to teach us through this body. Baba says, "You are the long lost and now found children." Only those who have taken 84 births can understand this knowledge, and they will take this knowledge as per the last kalpa. Nobody wants to take 84 births because they got so tired, but we are eagerly waiting for the next birth, so we are very courageous, we are very powerful. So this very thought that we are going to take the first birth in Satya gives us much happiness. By remembering the cycle of 84 births, we become the King of Kings. In our flag, we have Shiv Baba at the top, followed by Trimurti below it, and also this time cycle. So this is more accurate than their national flag. There are two types of renunciation. One is the limited renunciation where they leave homes and go to forest, but that's not complete renunciation. What you do is complete renunciation because you renounce the whole world. You renounce the thought of mine. You remove from your intellect things like my husband, my child, my guru, my teacher. So it is by this we conquer Maya. So Baba makes us to renunciate the whole world because we know that this is going to turn into ashes. Though we stay among neighbors, relations, family members, though our eyes see them, but our mind is connected to one Baba. We connect our mind only to one Baba. Baba says, "You are Arjunas, and you have only one Guru, and the whole world is Lanka now, because everything is under Ravan's kingdom." So Baba teaches us the way to establish Ram Raja, King of Ram. When Ram Raja exists, Ravan Raja doesn't exist. Here the main thing is purity, and the next main thing is yoga. So we have to be very strong in these two lessons. But not everybody understands this. Even among you, there are Ganges, there are small rivers, there are canals, there are even ponds. There are some who can't even teach to their family members. They can't even be considered to be the handful of water. Baba says, even if you are poor, even if you have just a single room where you eat, drink, and sleep, it's okay. After completing all your routine, clean the room and take class. Make it into Gita Padashala. And don't worry about the rich people because They think they are already in heaven, so I'm not going to give them anything. They can't even sit on the floor. Their ego stops them from sitting on the floor. So those who want to read nicely, come here and take this knowledge and follow Mama and Baba. Um, you get very happy, you get very intoxicated while you are listening in front of Baba, but when you are going down the stairs, you forget everything, your intoxication decreases, and then you start speaking unnecessary things, you start gossiping. Baba can understand from your behavior. They speak with Baba saying, Baba, my child, my husband, and Baba wonders, where does your husband come from? You are here to go to heaven, but you are caught in the net of mind. So you try to live with Baba, you try to stay combined with Baba forever so there won't be any trouble of remembering and forgetting him. In today's blessing, Vardhan, Baba says, if you if you always concentrate on the self, then that will automatically make you visualize the Swadesh Chakra, the cycle of self-realization. So through that, you will always stay in remembrance of the secret of this world drama. Those who know it, they will always stay happy. They will not raise unnecessary questions like why and what, because they know for sure everything that happens in the drama is for my own good. So they will automatically be progressing continuously. In today's slogan, Baba says you should have good wishes for everybody, only then you can do true seva, true godly service to all. In Mama's valuable jewels of knowledge, she says God cannot be called omnipresent because even in Bhagavad Gita they say Baba is God is in Himalaya, not on all mountains. God is in Adiseshan, not on all snakes. That is, God is in Cobra, not on all snakes. So it proves God doesn't exist everywhere. But while they say this on one hand, on the other hand, they also say God takes all forms. He takes 24 avatars. He takes birth of fish and tortoise. So this is the false knowledge. And also in Gita, God says, I do not exist in Maya. It is Maya that exists everywhere. And Mama says, by incorporeal world, it means there is definitely a world, but it doesn't, it is not the physical world as we see now, as we are aware of. So it is different. It does have form, and so does God. He too has a form, but that is different from the form that we can imagine or we can see. So he is so subtle. He is incorporeal, and we souls are also incorporeal, and both souls and Supreme Soul reside in the incorporeal world. People think of God as the continuous fire, continuous form of fire, but it is not true. Only his residing place looks like that. So his home cannot be called as God. So that's the incorporeal world, and God exists as a point of light just like souls. And below the incorporeal world is the subtle world where Brahma, Vishnu, Shankar reside in their light form. And below that is this corporeal world, and it has two parts. The first half, it comprises of 5,000 year time cycle, and the first half of that kalpa is the pure, happy, peaceful world, which is why it is called heaven. And the next half is filled with vices, suffering, peacelessness, which is why it is called hell. People call heaven and hell as two separate worlds because they think that God has created these two worlds. But God Himself says, I create only one world which is filled with happiness, that is heaven. Only by forgetting that who you are and who God is, that you start experiencing the pain caused due to your old sinful karma. It doesn't mean the world doesn't exist when it was heaven. It existed and everything happened as usual, but it was the abode of the deities. They had pure family. They did not have lust. They didn't give birth out of lust, which is why there was no karmic bondage. Om Shanti. Love you, Bab Dada. Thank you, Bab Dada.